thought I'd record one of my little trips back to Santiago, because you see some pretty wild shit on these roads. Crazy people driving. So let's see if we can catch some of them today. A bit of a grey, cloudy day today. This area is kind of a microclimate. Normally you get like 5 kilometres away from it and the sun comes out. Now this is like halfway through October, so it should be sunny. But it ain't. Yeah, so this little Jeep gets a bit beaten up in traffic because, you know, it's not very quick. You know, it trundles along at about 80. You know, that's kilometres an hour, so that's what, 50 miles an hour. Anything more than that, and it's, you know, not happy. The thing has more gearbox than engine, so yeah, it's a bit slow, but it never gets stuck. Still got a very wobbly camera here. Quite what to do about that. So sorry if you're all getting seasick. So what else has happened? Well, yesterday it seems like I ran over one of the neighbour's dogs. Or ran over a boar, I think. And these dogs are loose all the time, so you know, they chase traffic and try and bite your tyres, and you know, the big yellow one who I ran over yesterday, he's actually bitten me. They're not very friendly. Anyway, they got like a few dogs. The black one and the yellow one decided to attack one of the front wheels on my car. I thought the black one had bitten the yellow one because it yelped. But, you know, well, I could have run over it. Go under the car, thank goodness, but yeah, it's distressing when you hurt a dog. Anyway, after about I don't know, I guess what, 30 seconds, a minute of yelping and squealing, he kind of got up and limped home. So, you know, assumed it was alright. When I left this morning, I don't know if it will come out on the video a little bit earlier. Yeah, little bastard was up and chasing cars again, so thankfully there's nothing much wrong with him. Maybe one of these days their owners will put up a decent fence, you know, one that actually works like a fence. But it's been going on for years, so you know, don't hold your breath. Anyway, that was yesterday. Rather an unpleasant thing. This corner catches a lot of people out. They doze off coming down the hill and end up in the forest. There's a lot of crunches happening there. Out today. They're usually here. They're doing what they call a control, which is, you know, they basically pull everybody over and check your documents. They don't need a reason to do it, they just, you know, pull you in. Going on for about a month now, maybe a bit longer. So, local theory is that they're looking for someone. Probably a good way to find them, because you know this country's got one road or one highway. So eventually, you know, everyone gets on it. I sort of thing, but this is a short wheelbase Suzuki Jeep, so it seemed appropriate. My eldest, Matthew, was it 4 or 5 months ago, he passed his Class 1 HGV. So he's currently driving around the fens in this enormous articulated truck. I don't know what the weight on the thing is. Yeah, I'll touch with that. I don't know what, 38 tons or something? Something insane. So he's got this job delivering to all sorts of little places with tiny delivery yards and narrow roads. And yeah, it's got a YouTube channel. It's called Matt HGV. You can find it there. I'll put a link down in the description. We'll see what he's up to. It's kind of fun for me to watch because, you know, I'm from that area and it's flat. Like completely flat. It's like a pool table with the scenery. So he's driving around up there. It brings back lots of memories. Compared to here, which is all mountains. If the weather clears, you might see Aconcagua later on. It's tallest mountain in South America, and it's almost 7 kilometers high. The top of it is actually in Argentina, which is, you know, the country next door. Oh, hello. I'm going to get stopped here. No. Yeah, it's quite impressive. Not quite what to do about those dogs. They kind of stirred me up yesterday. Some people jokingly say I care more about dogs than a lot of people. You know, well, I think it depends on the people, but you're probably right. Raining again. Yeah, if they're not going to lock these dogs up or secure their yard somehow, you have to think of something. Stick some air horns on the Jeep. Give them a blast of those and make them run away. And I presume notify the owners that their dogs are out again. Actually, they're pretty loud. Tell everyone those dogs are out again. We'll see. I'll come up with something. The other thing I noticed watching Matthew's videos, driving videos, drive around England, you don't see litter. I mean, you just don't. It's all kind of like clean and green and, you know, very nice. Here, plastic everywhere. Oh, there goes the loony. What's he doing? Twisty one too. You've got two choices on this bit. You can either take the Quester, which kind of goes over the top of the hill, lots of switchbacks, or you can go through a tunnel that they cut through the middle. You know, I'm sure it's been built very well, but this is a seismic area and you really want to be in a tunnel under a mountain. No view, so I usually go this way. A bit more interesting. It's either that or pay you $5 to drive through a hole in the ground. big trucks and the big loads, they don't fit through the tunnel, so they come and sneak over here. By big loads, it's usually mining equipment. So you know those giant yellow tipper trucks? Well, they usually have pieces. Oh, there's no bloody dogs on the road. What is it with dogs today? Yeah, anyway, so you quite often come across a truck with a load of pieces of these giant mining equipment. Or, you know, a truck full of tyres, and each tyre is the size of a house. The oversized loads. A little bit of fog. Lovely. Right, here we go. So right now I am in Pichikui, which is not far from where we have a place. Little fishing village. The reason I'm here is that it's election day, or election weekend. Well, we're voting for new governors, councillors, the mayor. Oh no, there's another one too. Alright, 4 of them. So here in Chile, voting is compulsory. You have to do it. If you don't, you get a fine. But you know, you should vote anyway. Hello, let's get past this. That's one hell of a crane. Right. Just let me out. So it took about an hour to do the vote. You get to stand in line with all sorts of people. It's kind of fun. I was hanging out with Don Pedro, who, well, amongst other things, he's a builder. He's a friend of mine from years ago. Catching up. Sociable lot, Chilenos. Yeah, wants to get over complaining about waiting in line, which takes about 10 minutes. You get into the usual stuff, you know, beer, women, football, politics, all the scandal that's been going on. Oh look, dogs loose in the street. It's a skinny one, that must be a real street dog. Anyway. You have to kind of trickle down these roads because you never know what's going to jump out in front of you. Weird little igloo building down there, look. I don't know what that is. Mini market on our left. Nice sunny day. So last time I voted up here, it was for a referendum on the new constitution. Like the second attempt at it. So there was another vote about, I guess, 6 months before that, which was the first attempt to pass a new constitution. And before that, we had the presidential elections, which a lot of voting going on. All right, where am I now? I need to get on Route 5. Which is, I want to go south, I want to go north. A bit of a crazy junction. Times I still have a brain fart about driving on the right hand side of the road. I've only been doing it for 20 years now. You know, old habits die hard, I guess. Come on, go, go, go. See if I can about it. So the limit up here is 100. Yeah, I wish. Oh well. Oh, don't get me wrong, I love this little Jeep. It's, never gets stuck anywhere. Small enough to go anywhere. And if you do get yourself stuck, it's got a winch on the front, so it's a very useful thing. We're always getting neighbours getting stuck in the sand on the roads around our little place. So, you know, sometimes you have to go and pull them out. Give it a few more weeks and all this green countryside is going to start turning brown and crispy. I'm hoping we've had all the rain we're going to have for a while. Not fun trying to build a house when it's damp. Right, so go over the highway and get back on it just for a little bit. Go straight, well, that gets you on little unpaved roads through and it's not a very comfortable place to be. This little Suzuki truck, it's solid axles and leaf spring suspension, so it's a bit primitive. Pretty much indestructible, but yeah, primitive. It probably doesn't help that well, when I bought the car, one of the back springs was broken, so I replaced them, and I put an extra leaf in it to make it a bit stiffer, because you know, I know what I'm like. I tend to abuse vehicles. I put them to work. So the back end is a bit stiff. But you can load it up with 10 sacks of cement in it. You know, it can still do it. Well, sort of. We'll have to change the rear spring bushings again. You see? Quite like another little car project. I haven't played with this thing in a while. There is a little thing I've ordered for it, which is like a video alarm. I'll stick that on it. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's I think from China. It has 4 cameras on it, so you know, front, back, both sides, and it records constantly, even when you leave the thing parked up and you're driving. The only way it will stop recording is if the battery gets a bit low. Apparently, I haven't seen it yet. It's still on its way. That should get through customs first week of November, so that's coming up. Anyway, so I'll be sticking that in the car. That means I've got to drill holes in it. Okay. Ferreteria. Hardware shop. This is La Ballena. closest place to my house that sells beer, so important economic ties with this village. But it's a little bit, well, should we say rustic? Just past that little shop on our right. You have to just kind of trickle along on these roads because they're so fucking dire. You should have seen them after the rains that we had. Because when it rains here, sometimes it really bloody rains. It washed everything out. It was just like a sea of mud. If you didn't have a four-wheel drive, you weren't going anywhere. The gate. Yeah. Deal with the gate. Okay. Off we go. Yeah, so that video alarm thing, I'm getting it for a number of reasons. Sometimes I'm going to leave the car up here, so I need it to be able to look after itself. And, you know, you park it anywhere it can get a connection through Starlink, which is like the workshop or the house, and it just sits there uploading video all the time. So if anyone nicks it, I'll know it was. Pay him a visit. The other reason is I have a dog problem. There's a house up here, I'm not going to name names, but they've got two dogs that are constantly out in the street. And they chase traffic, they're a bloody nuisance. And last year one of them bit me. You know, usual thing up here, there's never any witnesses because there's no people. So it's hard to get anything done about it. So, video. Takes away all the doubt. Here we go. Aren't too bad at the moment. They run a grader over them every few years, usually just before the elections. So they, because they want the people on the like the neighbourhood association. They want people to appreciate them and vote them back in, I guess. So yeah, a month or two before elections, they get the roads graded. That'll be it for the next 4 years. Anyway, here we go. Down here. We shall see if those dogs are out. Last week, those the two dogs were attacking the wheels of my car as I was driving past, and I ran over there's a big yellow one that bit me. I ran over his foot. So there's been all sorts of shit about that. Dog's fine. Little car, sandy road. He was lucky. Let's see. Oh look, he's put a chain link fence up. About bloody time. Ha! Victory. I've been after him to do that for years. Well, that solves the problem. Won't have the dogs out on the street. Day that is. About bloody time. Here we are. Ugh.